Friends, hello, welcome back. Happy Ottawa Senators rebuild franchise. This is going to be a tough one. We got 1 year to get these Ottawa Senators into a Stanley Cup win. Not even a contender, but a Stanley Cup winner. It's going to be difficult. We're going to keep that salary cap on as per the usual. Now, I know we've been doing a lot of MLB The Show videos lately. Bear with us. We will always be doing NHL. Always love playing a game. Always love doing videos. But just the further you get into the year, there's just, I don't know, there's just not as much to do in NHL. We're getting to that April, May, June, July. That's what I love about having MLB The Show in springtime, because you get to that spring, summer time of the year where you're kind of waiting for the next game. You're kind of phasing out of the old one. You played a lot of it for the last few months. That's kind of where we're at with NHL right now. Still want to play. If you guys got some videos you want to see us do, always love hearing you guys' suggestions. Always appreciate the suggestions. It helps a ton. And I know what you guys want to see. So, good to have it go that direction, or good to have that from you guys, I should say. Whenever you do suggested videos, always do appreciate it. But we are on the Senators. We are clearly a seller. And do we even want to look at the team, or do we just go straight ham sandwich on just buying a bunch of players? Hey, first line, Stützle, baby. Kachuk, Stützle, and Dadonov. A +3 on that line, actually, too. So that's actually pretty solid. What's Stützle as far as potential? Medium elite. All right, so, I mean, I ain't saying these guys couldn't be a second line if they have the chemistry to do it. They don't have the chemistry to do it, though. None of them want to be second liners, minus Kachuk, so that's not good there. But they can't be first liners, so we'll put Kachuk there. I think we're going to need a center. I think we're going to need 2 centers and a wing, and I don't know, maybe like, probably, I mean, I guess we probably need about 16 to 18 players to make this team good. Kidding. They actually have a pretty solid, when it comes to the depth, it's actually there. As far as the 82, 81 overalls for the bottom 6. And being two-way guys, I mean, they're in pretty good shape there. They just need to go out there and pick up some guys for the higher lines here. Connor Brown, another guy as well that can move down here, I think. Good spot for him. And even Patterson, two-way forward there. We'll put him on that 4th line. I like that. And then if you look at what we have from that standpoint, do we make room for Stützle? Or do we trade him? He's got to have some solid trade value. I see second overall pick, 3rd overall pick. I like Stützle. That means a solid, going to be a talented player there. But Dadonov, Dzingel. Man, Dzingel's a two-way guy as well. We got every two-way player we need. I mean, we play it like this. We need 3 players. We need a left wing, center, and right wing. Even another one. We really need 2 centers. And we're going to need a heck of a lot more than that. But looking at Kachuk, he does fit on that second line, so that's a bonus. If we can find some other guys that fit on that second line. And the power forward in Paul, he fits on a first line, but yeah, we can't do that with the 79 overall on the first line. I think that's going to work. And nobody else wants to be first line, it looks like. Dadonov does. Dadonov could be a guy we keep up there in the first. And again, I think that's where we looked. 4 players. We need 2 centers and 2 wingers. But I'm afraid to say that's what we need, because if we look at the defense, yeah, we're going to need a lot more than just that. We're going to need some defense as well here. A complete second pair. Solid second pair, by the way. And how's the goaltending look? Do we at least have a decent goalie over here? Yeah, Matt Murray. Okay, Matt Murray's down to the 82. Wow. Not his fault. Just got to play, with the team around him. It's a little bit different for him here. But where are we going to go? This is a team that I imagine has some very nice contracts in the AHL, which we can move. I hope. I think. Let's see. AHL. There's 4 bills on Anisimov. He can go. Who else we got around here? Do they not have as many as I thought down here in the system? Or is that because we're in the NHL right now? We have to go into the system probably, right? In the system, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Gustafsson, beautiful. Look at that guy. Gustafsson. Gudbranson. I was going to say Gustafsson's not that. Gudbranson's 5 million or 4 million he's getting paid. So we can move him. And how about the goaltending? I didn't look at the goaltending. We ain't paying a backup goalie any big money. We can move him, and we can move Anisimov. That's going to open up some cap. Goaltending. Forsberg now. We're good on the goaltenders. And cap space. So we're going to open up about, we're close to 20 million cap space. Which is going to be huge, because we're going to need a lot of that for the defense, I think, here. So let's start out with, again, just moving some players. I don't think, again, we forgot to take Buffalo out, but I don't think we have anybody as far as players in free agency that are really going to go out there and be contributors to this team. So we can't do that. Zaitsev's out there. A little expensive as well. So does anybody want Gudbranson? I want to go out on a limb and say nobody wants a 4 million AHLer. Hey, that's a pretty good guess. How about that? Hey, Vancouver says they got the cap space, though, and they'd consider it. I heard them. They sent the phone call in. You guys might not have seen it. You might not have seen the greenness by it either, but they look like they want Gudbranson. Okay, Vancouver, think about it. I'm just going to throw it out there. We have a very nice draft pick That's a bonus. We'll throw in a 6th if you take Goodbronson off of our hands. And they are like, yeah, that's not going to happen. We'll take, we'll throw in a 4th as well. 4th and a 6th. Yeah, I knew you'd like that, Vancouver. I knew you couldn't resist. GM best roster. Apparently he was getting to get some minutes. He better have been playing down in the AHL for that contract. Who was the other player? Anisimov, he can go as well. Anisimov. There you go. There might be some teams interested in Anisimov. So he's a player that's still a pretty solid player in this league where there'd be teams interested. Arizona says, we'll take him. We got the cap space. I said, sure, sign us up. We'll take a 4th. Think we can get something for Anisimov in return? Arizona would be over the 45 skill organization limit. That is not our problem. I mean, it clearly is, but it shouldn't be. So, go trade value, and yeah, you seem like a real nice addition. Sure, send him on over, Gross. Okay, it's fine. We won't take a 4th. I just thought you guys were feeling generous today, Arizona. I really did. I could see it in your eyes. It's all right, though. We'll make it work. 5th instead. Okay, fine, not a 5th. We don't, just a draft pick. We are really just dumping salary. If we can get anything here, why not? How about a 6th? Okay, maybe we're going to have to pay that. Just a little bit there. It could possibly be a thing here. Maybe we get nothing. We just take that 7th defenseman there. There we go. I got a 7th. I knew we could win that trade. I got cap space out the rear end here. I like it. Plenty of cap space for these Ottawa Senators. Now, where do we go? We can go big fish shopping and just go straight to the Penguins and say, let's get 2 centers from those guys. That'd be kind of nice, right? A little bit. We'll go shopping. It'd be nice if we could do that. If we could find 2 centers on one team or a center and a winger on one team. Again, we have cap space. We might have to go defense first here. We usually don't go defense first. But I think it's important. But, you know, it's all about the offense, man. Offense. I would say wins championships, but I would be lying there. But offense is fun to watch. And we're going to go 80. I think we have to. I think we have to go 87 plus for at least one player. And again, the budget's whatever we want it to be here. It ain't really something to be concerned about. We'd rather have the higher overalls here. And preferably somebody that we can actually get off a team. You think they'd want to trade Crosby? How crazy would that be if we could get Cros Daddy off these guys? We never do try to trade for a guy like Crosby. We're going to talk about it. Sid the Kid Crosby. No, we're not going to talk about it. I forgot we have to check out the chemistry there. And he does not fit anywhere on this team. Sorry, Crosby, you're not going to be here. That's just not going to happen. I know you wanted to be an Ottawa Senator pretty badly. But you don't play on any of these lines. It's just not going to work, pal. Huberdeau, we try to trade for all the time. We're not even going to bother, I don't think, this time, because, again, they never send it. Brad Marchand would be a good addition there. He's a two-way or power forward? He's a two-way. He fits on forward line 3. I lied. Not too good of an addition after all. Malkin, forward line 3. We might not find... Oh, geez, we got to restart our franchise. I got to update the rosters. My bad. Forgot we still had the team of all singers, apparently, out there in the world. Alright, so we did that, and that roster update actually changed a little bit here. We still have about the same in cap space, but I think they took Bronson off of it for us, so he's not even part of the team anymore, it appears here. So we don't longer have to worry about that. We do still have some other guys. Brown, Watson, guys whose contracts are movable. If we want to make that happen, just to make sure everything else is right. How long has it been since we did what? No, that shit doesn't say it's not been that long, has it? We did that team of singers. That was the last roster update. You would have thought that would have been, unless we traded him here. We might now we want to trade a guy in the AHL here. Now we're good to go though. We're good to go back shopping for some players. Hey, good thing is we got to go out there and have a brand new coach. So maybe the chemistry's a little bit this time around with some guys actually fit on this team. So that would be nice to have there. It's not really going to matter too much for us. Stepan Stützle's still there, but again, we're looking for. We already set all that up. We'll set it up again later. Just to make sure, though, Dadonov, first and second line, are now he fits, so that's better. I like the chemistry a little bit better. You're Chris Tierney says, I'll play on the first line, boys. It's not going to happen, Chris. I'm sorry. It's all right, though. You will contribute to this team in a good way, I believe. I got faith in you, pal. So let's go back again. What was you saying? All positions forward. We're going to go overall. We have a little less on a cap space now. But we do have those defenders. We do have guys on this team that will end up moving and helping out. Again, 87 pluses. We'll look at the chemistry as far as where they fit on his team. McDavid is not going to happen, but just for a good time, he does start on the first line. Draisaitl does not want to be here. Kucherov says, I'll play in the second line. McKinnon says, negatory. Crosby don't want to be here. Ovi don't want to be here. Patrick Kane says, third line be great. Huberdeau says, negatory. It looks like, who would have known? McDavid fit on the first line somewhere. Austin Matthews third. We're still struggling to find guys that fit on the first line. Artemi Panarin does, but he is just too expensive there. Brad Marchand third. Malkin none. Pedersen 3. Barkov fits on the first line. And that's a cheap player, too. Say less. If we have to go no +3 in the first line, we could make that work. We have so many two-way forwards in this team already. I don't know if that's a good idea, honestly. Playmaker and Braden Point, he's getting cheaper. He fits in on penalty killing lines. Maybe he'd be the better option there. Or EA says we'll just restart and go back to the top of the list just like that. That would be fantastic. Couturier, Point. I like the Braden Point contract. That is a cheap deal there. Couturier, same story, but he's a two-way forward. He fits on forward line 3. We're not going to go there. Kuznetsov, $7 million. I don't mind that. What am I filtering by here? I thought we had by overall. Apparently not. Here we go. Better. Pasternak. Eichel's out there getting a lot of money as well. We're going to try to stay under $10 million if we can still. Because, again, we got $18 million in cap space. So we got a lot of work to do with this team. How about Mark Scheifele? He says, I'll play on all penalty killing lines. And that is it. Scheifele's always a tough one to trade for as well here. Understandably so. Solid player. $4 million in Couturier. We brought him up. Rantan's getting 9. We might try Braden Point here. Is he too young? Is that going to be the problem? Braden Point being as young as he is? Who knows? We're going to try to get him, no. I like the addition. I like the thought of a guy like Braden Point in that first line. Help this team out. Help them win some games. And we're going to start with the draft picks, of course. We'll go with the players later. Here's a first of Ottawa. You're going to say no to that, but we're going to send it because we're nice people, and I know you'd like to consider it. And they said, get out of here. And I said, I understand. We'll throw in a second. And you'll be happy, and you'll like it. Come on, Tampa, you need to hurry up that cap space for David Savard. I know it. Trade rejected, they said. You want David Savard and the boys, not Braden Point. Trade accepted for 3 seconds in it first. Let's go. Ottawa, Tampa, I mean, get fleeced, my friends. That was good doing business with you guys. I was just throwing numbers out there thinking I was going to keep rejecting it. This is why you test the waters all the time. You never know when a team's ready to sell. And that was a perfect example right there. Now, I do think we could really go heavy up the middle and consider a guy like Couturier. But we do need to get a goal scorer as well. And we need to get a defender first. So maybe we go goal scorer, defender first. And we worry about that. And then we go to the second line center and see what we can work with there. So we'll go sniper, see what's out there once again. Still got that cap space, $13 million. So that's a nice thing there. Take a look here. Again, we'll just do it this way because I know EA will re-kick us back to the top of the list if we don't start here. Ovechkin, Kane. Pasternak says whatever. Panarin still. Come on, Panarin. Oh, you want to take that contract, though, for pal? I don't think we're going to get a guy that really fits on these lines, unfortunately. That's the problem here. A lot of these guys don't fit on the first and second line, which is fine. Well, you just get a regular goal scorer. There it is, back to the top of the list. Right when we wanted to see somebody. Draisaitl. I want to see contracts here. That's what we're going to look at. Draisaitl or Kucherov. Pasternak would be a solid addition. Can we make David work? That'd be nice. You guys want to get rid of him over there, Boston? Maybe, just a little bit. We did get the big fish in Braden Point. So we could go a little cheaper than a guy like Svechnikov. He's going to be mad expensive because he is still a stud and a half. Svechnikov or even DeBrincat. What's DeBrincat's overall? 87. Okay. So what's Svechnikov's overall? Oh, 87. All right. That makes sense. What's the chemistry looking like? Elite, medium. Both want to be first liners as far as a role is concerned. Looks like the better shooter is DeBrincat. Am I seeing that right? Yeah, better shooter and better playmaker there. But Svechnikov's a little bit better defensively, I'd assume there. Yeah, looks like it. And who's better in the circle? Neither one of them's playing center. Okay, gotcha. Noted. Who's cheaper, DeBrincat or Andrei Svechnikov? It looks like they're the exact same value there. One's a little bit older, though. And one's got a heck of a lot cheaper contract. We'll start with Svechnikov because, boy, would that open things up if we could get a guy like Svechnikov on that cheap deal. I don't imagine that one working, but we're going to give it a try. See what we can make happen here. Here's a first. Andrei Svechnikov for a first. That's all we really want. What do you think, Carolina? They're like, that's not going to happen. I get you. We still have some salt. Look at the trade draft out. We still have max value on these draft picks 2 years down the road. This team's got some work to be done. Within a second, they're saying not going to happen. Who else does Carolina have? We can make a really big trade here if we wanted to, I think. And throw in a guy like Sebastian Aho, who's got $8 million on that contract, though. Dougie Hamilton? I wouldn't mind Dougie Hamilton. How's he look? He doesn't fit anywhere on this team. No one does. It's fine. You'll fit right in because nobody fits in. It's perfect. Two-way defender, Slavin. I like that. All right, so let's talk Slavin and Svechnikov. And now we can justify throwing on another first-round draft pick. And I still don't know. It feels like a lot, but it really isn't. It looks like a lot because of the value. But you consider the players you get in return, that is a very good trade. These Ottawa Senators. I'll throw in 2 seconds though. Send it, baby. Trade rejected, they said. Alright, that's fine. Send it up 2. Alright, question when you look at the trade block, you aren't where you need to be as far as value offered. Oh, we're where we need to be, baby. There you go. 2 seconds. Oh, okay. 2 first, Slavin, Svechnikov. What else do we have to make happen here? I know the Tampa Bay Lightning second don't mean much, but we'll throw it on there. Nah, it's not going to happen. I'd like to make that work. We got greedy, I think, though, trying to get 2 players out of this. But look at that draft value for Ottawa. Down the road still, those first still have a lot of value. They are just, EA does not see them rebuilding for a long time. Oh, baby. I'm out of here. I'm going home. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if teams feel bad for Ottawa right now, but they are just sending the trades. 2 firsts and 2 seconds for Svechnikov and Slavin. Ooh. We might be able to do this, fellas. This still might happen. That's a big addition. That is massive. And we still have $9 million in cap space. I'm feeling good about this team now. I know we're still conservative salary, which means EA still thinks we're not making playoffs, but we still got some moves to make. And we now have Svechnikov and Braden Point on that top unit with Brady Tkachuk, who does not fit there. He does kind of fit there. Their chemistry's not horrible, but clearly it ain't going to get any better than where it is right now. Playmaker, sniper, power forward. So we're going to be stuck with what we have there. Yeah. Dang. That's unfortunate. Still +1. +1 for what it's worth. And Tkachuk, do you fit better on the second line? No, I was going to say we could put him on a second unit there, but we still need to make some moves. Dadonov, I'm concerned about. He fits there, though, so we're going to leave him in. Can we boost up this top line? See, it's still +1 there, even with the Zingo, so they don't even care about that chemistry that much there. I wouldn't mind having Tkachuk on the second line with Dadonov and then bringing another center in. I think that'd be a good idea there. Maybe. How's, again, Tkachuk look on his chemistry? I think that's good enough, right? That should be good enough to +3 because of Dadonov. So we can get a second line center, 86 to 85 range, 85, 86 range. That'd be solid. We still need to get the winger. But that's Shabbat, and now we have Slavin. I mean, that's a big addition bringing in Shabbat, or Slavin. Now, that's a solid top unit. Slavin and Shabbat up there, I mean, I'm happy to see that. +3 as well. We just need to get some second-line guys, clearly. Zaitsev would ideally be a third liner. If we can make Zaitsev the third liner, then we could potentially make a Brandstrom or a Zuber or a Mete work there. So let's talk defense, I think, here next. And that's where things get tricky, because as we know, the defense, they're a little bit more expensive from a contract perspective, not from a, value perspective. We normally get them cheaper. It's just the contracts are difficult to deal with. Again, we're not going to filter by overall. I'm feeling pretty freaking froggy today, fellas. I hope everybody's day's been going well. Just got to throw it out there. Mid-video. I know we've been, speaking of it, I know we've been very bad responding to comments lately. It's just, we get during the week and been so freaking busy, which isn't an excuse. It is not an excuse at all. If you guys take the time out of your day to watch our videos, I can take my time out of the day to try to respond to you guys, interact with you guys. But it's just been, I get distracted, I guess, and haven't gotten to it. So I apologize if you don't get a response or I don't read the comments for a day or two. That's, it's not me. I need to try to stay on top of that there again. But as far as the players are concerned here, we got to go Ekblad. Hey, that's our player. That's our boy. I want to look contract. Entry-level deal on Cale Makar. I don't know if we can go that big. Are we going to get that froggy? Maybe. I mean, we could consider it. Crystal Tang would be a nice one. We pick up Crystal Tang and Sid the Kid Crosby. Tossing it out there. It's on a second line. Oh, man. Why would I think we should do that? Because it just sounds so nice. That's why. How do you not want to do that? Crystal Tang. You think we're kidding here, but we are completely serious. It's going to kill us on a cap, but it's going to be a good time. That's the thing, though. Are we worried about that? Malkin's making more than Crosby. Dang it, Malkin, dude. We was going to go after Malkin instead. To be honest. That would work. I mean, we throw Braden Point on a second line as far as I'm concerned. Ain't neither one of these guys fits on a second line, though, so that's not a good idea. So we'll go back to not being too ignorant about things. I like the defensive option here in Crystal Tang. He's just too expensive, I think, still. That's why his trade value is so low, though. Because of how expensive he is. And that's part of the game. You want to get a cheaper guy on the trade value, you got to have to pay for that contract. Jay Weber's the same story. And that's what we mentioned about the defense. They cost more. We can find them centers. We can find them forwards. Petrie. We love Petrie. That's always a good addition. Does he fit on the second line? Even the first line. I mean, we can make it work anywhere. He fits everywhere. That's just what Jeff Petrie does. He goes out there and he wins hockey games. We'll make the Jeff Petrie trade work. I like that he is giving him some love up to that 87. He's always been like an 84, 85 game for all them years. He finally hit him with some, a little boost there. So he's a solid player. Really solid player. Our first round pick for 2024 still holds a lot of value. Beautiful. Montreal's surprisingly doesn't. I thought they'd held a little bit of value there. Kafka's out there. We ain't going to go after him. Druin. We need a center. Suzuki being 84 overall. How do we feel about him being in the second unit? Nothing, because of the chemistry. So that's a negatory there. Do they have any more defensemen that we can afford over here? I feel like we've done this with Montreal, looking for their defensemen previously. 84 and Gustafsson, but dang it, Gustafsson's not as much of a defender. I only gave him a two-way in this game. All right. Yeah, I'll bite. Sure. Send him on over. Second unit. Say less. We'll throw Gustafsson on there. Gustafsson in a first auto build with a 50-player organization limit. That's all right. We can make that work. I forgot we haven't been trading players back to anybody. The defense, Slavin, good. Brandstrom, you've got the beautiful chemistry. We have so much talent on this team from young player perspectives. Zaitsev's going to stay on this team, even with that contract. Zub can leave. Let's take a look at contracts now that we're doing it. He can leave. Brown can leave. Let's talk about it. I think that's a good start. Brown first for Gustafsson and Petrie. They ain't going to take that. Nah, but hey, it's starting. Good starting point there. And we were almost out of draft picks for this Ottawa Senators team as far as firsts are concerned. But we knew we'd have to do this. It was going to cost us a lot to make this trade work. I love how Ottawa's seconds or thirds almost worth more than Tampa's second. Right, because they're going to be back-to-back. But they're the second on there of Ottawa. Second. Trade still rejected. Oops, they did not want to unclick that player, but that is all right. We are going to be okay there. Give us some room to send another draft pick. Look at that. Trade value for 2025 is still out the rear end. I don't think we're doing enough. I feel like we got to ask for more. They're giving the trade value for the future of these players. I mean, how do you turn it down if they're going to give you that kind of trade value? We're going to ask for a Montreal first. And we're going to throw in their first. We're going to drop the second. We're getting frisky here. I feel like we're not getting enough in return to an extent. We're going to give you the second. The second we make this trade, you get rid of Petrie and Gustafsson, that first round draft pick of Montreal is going to go up. I think you gamble on Montreal. You keep that first round draft pick to the trade deadline, and it goes up. I think that'd be a smart gamble there if we could make that work. They ain't going to send it, though. We want to make it happen. There's a first, second, trade block surplus. Totally unwilling to go up what you're asking. I like that idea, though. I do. Gamble on their first round draft pick. I want to try to make that work. They're totally unwilling where we're at right now. But if we can make that happen, I think it's worth it. We're going to put the second on. Gustafsson, Petrie, still have a thing called a trade block. Completely understand. I don't think they're going to buy it, though. Unfortunately. 2 first for Gustafsson and Petrie. Does that feel worth it? I really don't think so. We're going to drop I want to keep Gustafsson now. What else do we got here? It's solid pieces. That's going to put the defense on lock. And we'll be done with the defense. And we still have, again, Stützle, Brandstrom to work with and trade value for the forward side of things. I kind of like what we got going on here. I just think we're giving up too much. A first and a first for Gustafsson and Petrie? Really? I mean, good players. We'll throw in the second of Montreal. And second of Tampa Bay. Hey, second of Tampa Bay. I've seen that somewhere before. Then that. Trade rejected. Part ways what you're asking us. Please consult your trade block needs. They aren't totally, nor are we particularly interested. So the value is offered. You aren't where you need to be. Okay, so let's try a second. Trade rejected. They're still negative. Man. Bang. There it is. Do first. That felt like a lot. I don't know. I thought we was doing good so far. I thought like that was an overpay. I think we won the other 2 trades. Maybe we should have went down the list more. I just like Jeff Petrie. We're still at that conservative seller status. Amazingly. Because I think this team's gone a long way. We need some offense though. A lot of offense. We still need a first line or a second line center and a second line winger. preferably, it looks like here. Again, let's make sure this is set up straight. You're going to go there. Stützle's going to be gone. So we'll put him up on here just so we understand what we're looking at. So we're going to need, again, really just a bottom one guy in the bottom six. The bottom six is there with the depth of this team, but the overalls, we don't even need that because Stefan's going to go down there. Stefan, whatever. We just need the center and the winger there. And Kachuk's probably going to be the second liner, so we're looking for the first line winger. And on defense, again, Shabbat, you're going to go second unit because I like what, or not Shabbat, but Petrie, because I like what I see there. Gustafson, Petrie, I think that's going to work out. Gustafson's got the chemie there. It's still only a +1. Zaitsev, Brandstrom. Do we need a better goaltender? Is that why EA is calling us a conservative seller still? That'll be the last thing we attack. I love what we got going on so far with this team, though. How much cap space we got? Too much. And there's no thought as a conservative seller, which means we have to keep making trades. Okay, we don't have too much. We have 3 million. Hold the phones. I was a little bit excited there. Maybe we should have asked them to retain some of that Petrie contract. Then they would have really not dealt with us, though. So it's a good thing we didn't do that. I don't know the last time we successfully had a team retain salary for us. I really don't. Over like $1 million. So we'll go player search. Forward. We're going to look rating 85-ish or so. I think that's where we're going to go. I want to go higher than that. We need a top, another solid player. We're going to go 86 plus. And then we're going to look at man. I missed 2.5 men. Where the heck is the salary? There it is. Salary. We could probably make 6 work, honestly. We'll try. For one player. We obviously can't open the floodgates for everybody, but for maybe one player, it's an option. Again, Scheifele's out there. Pettersson's out there. Scheifele would be a beautiful addition for $5 million. Well, they wheel and deal Mark Scheifele, though. We got some goal scorers on that second unit. And we're going to try for Scheifele. We can get Scheifele and Braden Point. Let me tell you what. This right here, though, this is going to cost us more than some draft picks. This is where we start talking about Stützle and the boys, I imagine. Stützle, and it's more than worth it. Sorry, Stützle, it is, though. At an 81 overall, though, man, is he a stud and a half? If only he wasn't a playmaker, he'd have to grow. He ain't got the shot going. Stützle for Scheifele, Ottawa would be over the league maximum salary cap. That is not good. So what can we move here as far as cap space is concerned? Dadonov, nope. White, nope. Kind of brand, nope. Let's take a look. 77. Now I'm talking. All right, Watson. Yeah. Paul's going to be gone. We'll throw both of them on there. That'll open things up. That'll open the books up. I know you're not going to retain that Mark Scheifele contract, but we're going to throw it out there because we like to, I don't know, laugh at our trade offers, I guess, a little bit. So we're going to say, how would you like to retain? Not all of it because you can't afford to do that. Close to all of it, though. Watson, Stützle, trade block surplus. So we're not there. I like doing it this way, though, because now we can just overpay and know that EA won't accept it, and then we can start knocking down the trade value until we get to like an equal value. Ottawa there for Stützle, Watson. Trade value still is not there. We might throw in another first. That's swinging for the fences, though. Trade block's still not met. We'll throw in that first. That first, and I don't know if we can do just the first, though. I mean, that's down the road. Gonna lose a little value eventually. I still think we should ask for something else, though. So we're gonna try a Winnipeg second. Hit that first. They're going to say, absolutely not. It's Scheifele, though, so they just might not make this happen. You have to test the waters. Like we said, some teams are willing to will and deal even when they say they're not willing to will and deal, and some teams aren't. And this is a team that's just not, unfortunately. Would have liked to get Scheifele. Gonna have to move on from him, though. Who else is out here? Pettersson's a great option. We're not going to make that happen. I'd like Barkov, but I just feel like the two-way guys don't sim up that well. Good contract on him, too. Couturier, same story. 86 and Patrick Laine. See, now that'd be a nice goal scorer. You put him on the first unit, or even the second instead of Dadonov, but I don't know if that's necessary there. But on the first line, no. First liner, Patrick Laine. I think we got to get a better overall still. I know that's goal scorer, though. Ehlers, Gensel, I think we should look center. We might go Couturier, honestly. Couturier or Barkov. With that contract, which one's cheaper? It looks like they're about the same. Barkov's lower contract, or Couturier's lower contract. So we'll talk Couturier. They call him Sean Couturier, looking to be an Ottawa Senator. That's the rumor. They don't even want Stützle, but we're going to send them Stützle anyway. And we're going to ask them to retain some contract here. Because then we can pick up the winger. I think we're good on defense. I do. Which sounds crazy for Ottawa, but I think we're good on defense. Trade sent. Philadelphia is totally unwilling to give that up for Tim Stützle. I don't know. I think we're starting to really talk about some serious trades now. We're not talking draft picks. We're talking Tim Stützle. Absolute stud. I feel bad giving him up. And I know Couturier is a good player. But Couturier is 27. Stützle's 18. Okay, so we're there. 2 seconds. They just don't want to retain a contract. We're going to try to get them to do it, though, I think. So we're going to add on another second. Is that possible? Will that get them to do it? I know we have to overpay. We'll try a third first because I see how much that contract was worth. Or not that contract, that draft pick was worth. They're still unwilling. All right. That's okay. All right, Philly. We respect your idea of wanting to keep on keeping when it comes to that contract. We can throw on a player as well. Here's a second, though, just in case. They said no. Okay, so we'll throw on... Who was it, Paul? One of the Paul brothers is out there, and he wanted to say, send me to Philly. Connor Brown, negatory. Paul, where you at? There's Paul. Oh, they want Paul, too. Yeah, you can have him. He's yours. What if we throw on Jay Brown with him? Philly would have more than 45 skaters in the organization. Well, that is not very good for you guys. Who would you like to send us back? I was thinking... Yeah, nope. No, I was not thinking that. That's the wrong direction. I was, but you know what I mean. I was definitely thinking Couturier. Willman, 45 skaters in the organization. We are still with that problem. We'll just drop this guy's contract, I guess, and see what Philly thinks from that perspective. We'll drop the contract retention, of course, of Couturier. I almost forgot about him. 1.2. Did we drop a draft pick? I don't think so, because they said they'd take it still. Come on, 800K. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't be like that, Philly. I know you guys want to be good people. Don't be throwing them baseballs on the freaking field like those Yankee fans were doing the other day. Great accepted. Thank you. There we go. All right. Oh, we paid a third round draft pick for $1 million. That's all right, though. Another big addition. Now we need a goal scorer. A big goal scorer. Patrick Laine, how would you like to be that goal scorer for this team? I know you would. I like Jake Gensel, too. I've always liked Gensel, but he's always hard to get your hands on. Gensel, Laine. Laine is just a pure goal scorer, though. You can't go wrong with that, I don't think. But I feel like we use him all the time, and I don't know if it doesn't end well or what. So maybe we should not try that. Taylor Hall, same story, but he's getting 8 bills. So that's a little expensive. Who else can we talk about here? Hang on a second. Let's take a look at these lines, because this is going to be our last big addition, I think, to this team. And if there's a way we can boost that chemistry, we might as well do it. We're still a conservative seller. We might have to get a goaltender. That's kind of what EA is telling us here. So, point Couturier, good joke. We're going to put Couturier there. Which one fits on the first line better? It might be Couturier that fits better on the first line. Truthfully there. Yeah, that would +3 the second line of Point Dadonov. I don't mind that. How's Couturier's passing? Decent. You put Point in a second unit there, and you get that chemistry up a little bit. Dadonov's the next one. See, the thing is, we were thinking keep Dadonov there. We could put Kachuk in the first unit. Kachuk, Couturier, Svechnikov, and we have Braden Point, Dadonov, and we pick up a sniper for that second. No, Dadonov's a sniper. We pick up a power forward for that second unit. I could really do some damage there. See if we can find a power forward, any position, really. Center, sniper, or winger, whatever. If we can get that power forward going there, I think we'll be in good shape from a chemistry standpoint. So let's go forward. Or defense, that's cool too. Forward, power forward. There we go. We're not even going to filter the contract. We're feeling gutsy today, I guess, to say the very least. Yeah, there's a nice entry-level deal. There's a nice expensive player in Mark Stone, only $9 million. Low flat rate of $9 million. Landeskog's average. Oh, you gotta get the other Kachuk. No. How you gonna turn that down? How you gonna let the Kachucks in? Then we're not gonna play them together. The ultimate troll move. We're doing it, though. Heck yeah, we're doing it. We can't afford it, but we're gonna try to make it happen. We're only going over the cap by $4 million, fellas. That ain't bad. Just $4 million. So let's take a look here. We could possibly move a Colin White. I think. We have guys that we can move down to the order here to open things up. Let's take a look here. Colin White. We have Tierney. We have Brown. 86, 80, 85. We have Brown, 85, 82, 85. So not a big difference there. I think that'd be an idea. If we can make it work. I know we're messing with the bottom six, then we might have to pick up a bottom six player. But for that price tag, Chuck, Colin White, that's going to open things up. And we just ask them to retain a little bit. And we're going to give them, of course, being this big offer that we're making, we're going to have to send them Bramstrom. And then we're going to have to ask them, oh, wait, that's it? We'd fit? Really? We're still asking them to retain their salary, because if we're overpaying, I want to know. We want something back in return if we're overpaid. So we're going to tell them to take on $3 million in contract. Are they going to do it? Heck freaking no. Yeah, see, they like it immediately. That's good. Immediately with Bramstrom, Colin White, if we can open up that book, them books still a little bit, what would it take? Of course, we got to be mindful that we could also just go out there, and we are almost completely out of draft picks. Look what we have done. We have one draft pick left for this Auto Senators team. We have completely buried alive everything this team had as far as the future is concerned. We're going to ask for the Florida second. And no, they're not going to take that. See, that's just what I wanted to see where we was at. So they won't take the second. What about a third? Yeah, they'd like the third. So we'll drop the salary a little bit here and see if we can get them to hold on to anything. Anything at all. How are we feeling about that? Are not interested still. So we'll drop the third. Still rejecting that trade. Okay. Because I wouldn't mind them holding on to some contract. Or, yeah, some of that contract. If it took a third, why not? What if we go just under $1 million there? They're still not going to take it. Okay, well, you're going to give us the third then if you're not going to retain that contract. Oh, man. I don't know who you think you are. What if we go just a second now? No, they're still not about that life. We're going to drop it completely. Because we can't afford to do it. Fortunately. But anybody, all the way, I mean 200K. Ha! They don't want to take it because of that. We're going to do that Calgary second back. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to make this happen. We're throwing a 6 for that 200K. Excuse me? Did we just add a draft pick? And they said no? They pulled their offer away? Did I see that right? We added more, and they said, yeah, we don't want it no more. Not interested in trade at this point in time. Some changes made to the trade salaries. Or is that what it said before? Maybe that's what it was. I might have read that wrong. That could have been it. My mistake. So that's completely off the boards there. White Bramstrom for Matthew Tkachuk. Big trade. Massive trade. Assistant GM, best rosters. Now we're going to take a look at this team. We are hoping that Tkachuk fits on this team in a big way. Because I am pretty sure we did not see if this chemistry fit on the second line. But that's alright. The other guys fit there. We're kind of banking on that to work out. Oh, it didn't work out. Nice. That's what we get. What we get for getting excited about having a Tkachuk. Or is it Brady? Which one goes? EA keeps messing with our freaking lines. Come on, EA. Be nice about this, fellas. Braden Point goes here. That's a +3. That's what I wanted to see. That'll work. And then Brady, first line. Or would it be the other Tkachuk that fits better on the first line? Doesn't really matter. It looks like the other Tkachuk would fit there better. That's a +3. There we go. Brady, Braden, the Bees, and Dadonov. There we go. Seshnikov, Couturier. Is that the right answer? I really think Couturier should be the second liner here. We're going to line it up like that. I think this is a solid team. Formetton, how's he fit? Sniper, that's not going to happen. We're going to look at the minor league system here for a potential replacement. I don't know if we have anybody down there or not. I know somebody said something in a video. I'd never look at the minors. You're right. We never do. I just assume. Because see, for EAs, for the most part, they'll put the best players on the team. We are still a conservative seller. We have to get a goaltender. No other way to look at it. Good thing is our goaltender is getting paid. We do have Norris. Oh, beautiful. Norris, what kind of player are you? Two-way? Say less. Pulling him right up. And you're going to go back down to the minors, Mr. Willman. There you go. That'll work. Now we got our bottom line guy. Yeah, we'll best lines that because I love when EA best lines it. That way we can change it again for like the 4th time. We're going to look for a goaltender. Okay, they didn't mess with these lines though. Beautiful. So you're out of here. We're going to bring in our old friend from the AHL, the Norris Trophy winner himself, Josh Norris. And we're going to look for a goaltender. That's going to be the final straw as a goaltender. And hopefully that turns us away from a conservative seller. That has to be it. As far as why we're a conservative seller still, right? I don't know. We're out of draft picks. We're out of draft picks. We're out of future players. You look at this team, though, and they can't win games with what they got. Boy, I don't know what else to say. So let's go. I mean, we can have just about any goaltender. They're willing to move Fleury. I would do Fleury. Fleury's not a bad option. All right, let's get a little bit greedy, though. Let's try Ben Bishop. We don't need to, though. We'll just try Fleury. Fleury for Murray. We're back at it again. Murray says, I don't want to be here no more. I don't know if he actually said that, but he's, you know, kind of going to have it happen. $6 million a year? Sure. We would still be over the max salary cap. Don't do this to us. If we come up like 500K short, let me tell you what, because they're going to tell us to back off. They're going to be like, no, that's not going to happen. Nope. We ain't retaining that 500K. You're going to have to go somewhere else. Try the first. First and Fleury, there it is. Not, wait. Yeah, they don't want to retain the salary, of course. All right, we'll throw something else on just because, why not? We'll give you a third to retain that $60. Jeez, pennies on the dollar and they won't do it. All right, so you're not going to do that. Sure. They want to get rid of Fleury. And they probably want to get rid of him due to that contract. So we're going to throw in a third. They're going to not take that, which is fine. We're going to take this contract completely off the books. And hopefully we have somebody laying around that we can just move. That's got, I mean, really anything will work here. An entry-level deal of any sort should be able to make this work out. So we'll try the 77 in Watson. Really, that's not going to do it. We're going to be 20K short. No. No. Vegas should have over Morty. Oh, dang it. Killing us. No, it's really not going to work. We're going to do an NHL player here, I would assume. 700K, here you go. Yeah, put us right back over. We're just spinning circles with that. We're going to get an NHLer out there. NHL. What do we got? We got to try that more often in the future, though, I think. Going after a team's draft pick that's got low value now, take a player, and hope that they struggle. Make it worth a little bit. Brown is out there as well. Seshnikov. You're not leaving, pal. Sorry. Go by overall. Probably be easier. Overall, I got to keep the 80 pluses. 78, 77. Where's the NHLers? Do we not have any more on the team? Or apparently not. Let me tell you what. We come this close. And it's all because of a little contract. We have over the maximum salary cap. I am not going to be happy. 150K. 225. We're going to get it as close as possible. Nope. Negative. That should do it right there. Yeah. 450. That's all we're asking for. Come on, Vegas. 450. 450, take it or leave it. I don't mean it because you're not going to take it. So we'll throw in 2/3. Take it. Thank you. Okay, we got a goaltender. Assistant GM best roster. I'm afraid to look, but we got to look. Hit us with something other than conservative seller, EA, please. Please. Oh, okay, then. Okay, I might be wrong. I think we've said this before. It might update after you sim up a game, right? I think we actually looked at that last time and said the exact same thing. There's no way we made all those additions, though, and are still a conservative seller. So Fleury's in net. Forsberg's backing him up. As far as the offense is concerned, we got what we want. No, EA messed their lines again. I knew it. I knew they'd do it. They can't resist. They're just not a fan of our lines. It is what it is. You're going to go here. Stepan, can you win draws? 75 compared to 79. We'll leave you on the wing. I like that line set up there. I like that line set up there. We're looking good on defense. Again, got the +3 in the first line in Shabbat and Slavin. Then you got Gustafson, Petrie, Mete, and Zaitsev. The goaltenders are good. The special teams. Let's look at the power play. We got Point to Kachuk, Couturier, Shabbat. I like what I see there. Who am I missing? Oh, no, Seshnikov. He's right there. I say he was missing somebody, but he's out there on the wing or point. That should work. I'm ready to go. Line this up for us, EA. And please win some games. I think we'll sim up one game just to see if it changes their status or something. I think that's what it is. And we did it last time too. We got to be careful not to get obsessed with the conservative buy or sell thing. But it's important because I know if EA doesn't think we're a winner and they're the ones simming up this game, we're not going to be a winner. That's just how it is. So let's see here. Update. Team status still says conservative. Whatever. That's all right. Season just started. Maybe it takes a while to update. I got faith in this team now. I think we're winning a Stanley Cup. They're making me a little bit tired and at the yawn, but we'll be alright. Let's go, baby. Undefeated in the preseason. That's good. That is what you want to see from a team who has no future. We have traded the future all away. That might be a good thing, though. It is tough to rebuild, clearly. Look at Buffalo for so long trying to rebuild. Ottawa, your first-round draft picks can miss. And to get a guaranteed thing in return, while you got the chance, while teams are willing to will and deal, why not? Philadelphia, undefeated. And we're going to lose to them in overtime. That's all right. Again, Philly, undefeated, tough team to play. Ottawa still hasn't lost the game in regulation, though, which is a good thing to see as well here. Heading into the Montreal Canadiens game, where they took some big players off Montreal. Montreal's going to lose to them, too. They wish they had Petrie after that one, I bet. Boston, sit down. This Ottawa Senators team, I ain't saying we're turning them around. Okay, I'm saying we're turning them around. Look at these bad boys, 7-0. They just finished the month of October without a regulation loss. Who's seen that one coming for these Ottawa Senators? 9-1. They sure do lose a lot of games in overtime, though. But guess what? You get the point. Can't be upset about getting no point like that. Ottawa trying to make big moves heading into the month or end of the month of December, heading into that holiday break. 21-10. Hey, I'm happy about it. I think this team's looking good. It looks like, who is that? The Red... What? Pardon me? You mean to tell me the Ottawa Senators did all this work, all this trading and rebuilding, and the Detroit Red Wings were just like, hey, hold my beer. Not a big deal. That is crazy. Seshnikov playing well. Man, looks like he's on pace for a 40-goal season. You like to see that. Get that conservative seller thing out of here. Get that nonsense off this screen. Good Chuck, plus 27. Beautiful. Kateria, it's that defensive line. Plus 27, plus 26 are dominating people. So apparently that defensive line worked out. I was concerned about it, but it's working out. 10 by 21 for Kachuk, plus 9. 40 points for Braden Point. Good to see there. 31 out of Dadanov. This third line, Stepan. Again, I like the bottom six we had. We didn't have to make any bottom six additions, and it's kind of showing there. Everybody's a positive player. Plus 28 for Shabbat. Having a great season. 35 points. And then you have 22 for Slavin. 27 points. 22 for Petrie. Everybody's playing well. Oh, man, does it make me happy to see. How's the goaltending look? Fleury, 916. Everybody's playing well. And say less. Say less, Sim more is what these Ottawa Senators are telling us right now at 25-12. Trying to recapture the top of the division, but the surprise of surprises, the Detroit Red Wings right now, holding down to 4 over there. Look at that, though. Detroit, Buffalo, Ottawa. What would that world look like? We're halfway through the NHL season. Just imagine that. Those three teams, arguably three worst teams in the league. I know there's some teams in the Western Conference as well, but, 3 of the 5 worst teams in the league and just massive rebuilds going out there and dominating this league. There's Ottawa taking over the division. That's what we like to see right there. Heading into the All-Star break, division leading Ottawa Senators. It might happen. We might turn this Ottawa Senators team into a Stanley Cup winner. Conservative seller. I don't know who they thought they was sending us that nonsense. Not today, fellas. These Ottawa Senators are winning the division. If Buffalo can slow down. Buffalo and did we mention Buffalo and Detroit? Maybe a couple times. Maybe like 10. Buffalo and Detroit, biggest threats right now in this division. The Maple Leafs are going to make the playoffs. The Bruins aren't. Somebody's going to miss playoffs in this league or division because of the Red Wings and the Sabres. And I love it. That just improves the Senators' chances of winning the Stanley Cup. The Senators, who, by the way, are about to win 50 games this season, heading, if they can, beat up on, there you go, beat up on Tampa. Would like to beat up on Toronto as well. Is Tampa going to miss? Tampa's going to miss, baby. Oh, they just squeaked in. Oh, it's tough. Just squeaked in. I was hoping we'd avoid them. We're drawing the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round, and that is not a good draw. The good thing is we do happen to have Braden Point, so that's a bonus. Plus 52. We now know the secret formula to a good defensive top line. That puts up points as well. Because Kateria and Sveshnikov and Kachuk just dismantled this league. Plus 48, plus 56, plus 52. What in the heck is that? A ridiculously good season. That's what that'd be the answer. Unbelievable. Fleury, Forsberg both played well this season as well. Let's take a look at these standings here real quickly. Dang, Tampa had to just squeak in there. I mean, it would have been Boston if it wasn't Tampa. 2 tough teams to play. But we got the Red Wings and the Sabres. The 2 and 3. We are guaranteed to play either Detroit or the Sabres in the second round. I don't know if I would have ever imagined that one happening in 2021. But hey, here we are. Ottawa wins the Presidents. New York right behind them. Edmonton up there. So it looks like the Rangers and Oilers seem to be concerned about here. But these Ottawa Senators are winning a Stanley Cup, and they're going to like it. I got the feeling. You know, the thing is, though, that President's Trophy curse gets us a lot. Hopefully not the case here. W against Tampa to start. Braden Point playing his old team, and he is playing well because the Ottawa Senators are up 2-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Up 3-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Are the Lightning going to get their favorite postseason room? No, they're not here. Okay, then. We're going to go to game number 5 versus Tampa. No reverse sweep here, please, Tampa. That would be appreciated. I tell you what. This ain't going to happen. No. Ottawa. You can't. You cannot be doing this to us right now. Do not. I don't even want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about it. How much of an Ottawa thing would that be to do? Here we go. Period 1 done. Period 2. Thank goodness. There's a couple goals. That was big. Couple goal lead here against Tampa. Let's not blow this lead in the third. A power play sends. And they're going to get out of the first round, I think, here. That would have been something else. They got up to a 3-0 lead on the Lightning and then got reverse swept. There's 10 minutes left. There's an insurance goal, though. Feeling good about it. Couturier puts one in the back of the net. Tampa's going to drop this one. And the Senators are going to win it. Very big win there for the Senators. They're going to head to the second round. And they're going to get Buffalo or Detroit. Boy, how have things changed. Who's it going to be? The Buffalo Sabres. The Taylor Hall, Jack Eichel-led Buffalo Sabres are here, and they are here with a big message. They're going to win the first 2 games. Or win the first 3 games. Ottawa might be getting swept. We was laughing at the Sabres all season. Now who's laughing? Clearly not us. Because Senators are reeling. It'll be 0-0 after 1. Can they at least 4-4 after 2? Okay. All right, some goals were scored. A lot of goals. I mean, we've seen. Oh, those are all goals. I was like, that's a big page there. Couturier, Slavin, Kachuk, Tierney got in there. But Ottawa going to jump ahead, though. That's a big goal. 2 goals. Don't count these Senators out just yet. Couturier, Braden Point going to both get goals. And they're going to win game number 4. It is now a 3-1 series lead for these Buffalo Sabres. Ottawa trying to hang on with everything they got. Hey, Tampa just brought it back to a Game 7 last series. Why can't Ottawa this time? Believe in these Ottawa Senators. That's what Braden Point and the boys are trying to tell us right now. Here we go. First period over with. Nobody's scoring yet. Period 2. Tie ball game once again. Miller, Kachuk getting the goals. Here we go. Ottawa going to need to get a goal here. That'd be appreciated. Power play Sabres. Can we get the kill here? Get some momentum. The answer is yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Dahlin with the shot on Fleury. Big save there. Power play against Sabres. Ottawa's got to kill that off, and they're going to just do that. This game may be heading to an overtime. Senators would like to get that goal right here, right now, though. Please. There it is. 2 minutes left. Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. Ottawa scores and Buffalo just bounces right back in under 2 minutes. Unreal. You talk about a momentum shift in a hurry here. Let's see if the Ottawa Senators can punch one in overtime, though. Game-winning goal going to the Buffalo Sabres, though. And the Ottawa Senators are going to, yes, get bounced in the second round after trading away their entire future, trading away all their young prospects. They are bounced in the second round. But let me tell you what. Say what you will about that. I guess, you know what? Nah, Chris Letang's getting a little bit. Did we get Letang? No. Petrie, though. Petrie's a good addition. Slavin's a good addition. But is it worth losing all of your future picks? Probably not. Probably not is what I'm going to say now. And I got to know if Buffalo's winning the Stanley Cup final. No, the Flyers are going to do it. The Oilers are going to do it, but the Flyers were in the finals. So, unfortunately, Ottawa, after that great season, they had to bring some hardware home, didn't they? If we didn't bring a Selke home after an entire line drop in plus 50s, I don't know what to say. Somebody had to do it, though. Let's take a look here. Individual, Matthews, Art Ross, Hart going to Malkin. Shabbat got the Norris. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Some defensive category wins. Lady Bing, Matthews. Kaprizov to Calder. What do you expect? Guy's a stud. Carter Hart won to Vezina. Fleury won to Jennings. Sherratt won to Masterton. Jack Adams, sure. Kopitar did get the Selke, so we couldn't squeak in that Selke still. That's all right. We brought him back to the playoffs in a second round push. That's going to wrap things up, though. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.